I don't think anyone needs bikers are going to want one of our e-bikes, I love. I don't think my little bike bell's going to make any difference now. But then it was kids' disco fair.
Mini disco!
How random was that?
Very random.
Hello, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back, everyone.
Sorry about the noise of the van, we're on a bumpy road, but we're now heading towards our 7-night stop at the Marina Resort Bungalows. Reception over that way, it says. I just parked behind that one there, that motorhome. Yeah. Lee says, thanks Jodie, I was going to anyway. We did a fast check-in thing online, so we don't have to give passports in, but we do need to go in and get wristbands and check in, both of us, so we'll pick you back up when we've done that. He's just going to come up there and into this one. You've still got quite a bit of room this side if you wanted it, and you're not near that tree at all.
Yeah, I'm going to leave a bit of a gap, otherwise we'll be snug up against their motorhome.
Ah.
I think we've got enough space, so if we check what space we've got.
Yeah, loads of room. You go back a little bit, yeah. Stop! That'll give him some room to walk around the back then. Yeah, so Lee was just saying, our water and drainage is this side, because we're English van. If we reverse in normally, we would be along here because of our door. We don't want to drive in forward because we want to be able to see out the windows properly and stuff. We want to be in reversing. You say you just get a jerry can and fill it up if need be, if it's not long enough.
Yeah, so obviously we're not a continental van, so everything services with this pitch is all on this side. Hose pipe, major to reach. Waste pipes definitely won't reach there, so I'll just fill it into a bucket and tip it down as and when needed.
You love the pitch though, don't you? You're happy?
Yeah, I'm happy with the pitch, yeah. So
me too.
Don't get me wrong, I love the shade.
But there is areas, I believe, the sun might come round a bit round here later. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, so then we'll get some sun here.
We'll get some sun round here later. And I'm going to go and set up inside. This campsite is full of things to do, but it may be a bit out the way for anything outside of the campsite. Morning, we had a good sleep here at the Marina Resort.
We did, yeah. It was actually, it's alright, a bit windy today, but other than that, a bit of overcast.
It was
nice.
Boiling yesterday, it was like 30 degrees again.
Yeah.
But we managed to get some sun. I'll show you our setup in a minute. Managed to get some sun and that. This site is massive, and we paid works out around £37 in English money, obviously, a night, and that's for like a full resort. I think they make the money up for other things in the camp, that's why it's a little bit cheaper. Definitely cheaper than the one we did in Salou. So it was €306 for the 7 nights.
Yes, yeah.
Which is really good.
Especially as they got loads on here.
And this is the, let's find it the right way around, this is the map here, so you can see how big the campsite is. When we got here, they gave us this big book, which they have 3 sites, so it shows you different things, for example, different swimming pools, then it'll tell you which resort it is actually on the picture. So we've got the one with all the slides is here. They have entertainment in a big Coliseum like venue, and it doesn't start till 10 o'clock at night, so they have some in the afternoon. I don't know if they were just warming up or if they had something.
It sounded like they was just warming up, really.
But there might have been a Spanish meal timing, because it was around 2ish, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it could have been that. So it seems to fit in because it's quite a Spanish resort, really, which I read up on TripAdvisor. That means that if you want a lounger, you don't have to rush in the morning because they don't get up till later. So that's good for us. But the Coliseum, I looked it up. I thought you have to book it. So we're going to go and see about booking that for tomorrow night. But you can have a meal, and you can go in at 9 o'clock at night to have your meal, or 10 o'clock. 9:30 or 10 o'clock, I think the timings were when I looked it up. But it's in Spanish online. I didn't want to book the wrong food or something. So we're going to go up to reception and do that. So we'll be doing a couple of excursions while we're here. So we'll just try and take you out on them as well with us. So we're going to go get some breakfast now.
We're going to try. there is a few restaurants on here and stuff, and I think there's a buffet one that does breakfast and stuff, so we're gonna hopefully get in there for breakfast. It's about the right time.
It's not as bright sunshine today, but it's still very warm. It's about 27 in the van. It says about 25, 26 out here. Yeah, so we're quite set up quite well. We have moved the chairs around a few times to catch where the sun was. We bought some of this tarpaulin or hessian stuff. They sell it in different sizes in the shop, but it was quite expensive actually. Let me just find out for how much that was. How much did you work it out in English?
For
That your hessian tarpaulin?
£83. But now we've got it, you know, hard stand in UK, you know, or even when we come back out here, if I do more than a few days, let's say, then I'll put the hessian matting down. It's just basically, they call it a caravan flooring, but it stops if it's a dusty type floor, type hard standing, then you can just put that down. It's great.
Yeah, so we managed to get one. This one is 7.4 by 5.
7 metres by 4 metres for this one.
So they do have the wash and repair area here. And this is where I did some washing yesterday. So you have to go to the actual shopping place and ask for the tokens. I think it's about €4.50 for that, yeah, and then £3.50 for your dryer. There's 4 toilet blocks, and each of the toilet blocks have one of these.
Yeah.
And then you've got all your recycling in here as well, which is handy. You've got male and female toilets in there, and around the side this way, that's your Elson.
Yeah.
You have like a baby washroom in here, don't you?
Yeah. It's a baby bath or a big sink for me.
It's definitely not a dog wash, though.
No, baby bath. A few of these actually.
And they have about 6 sets of toilets, so they're pretty big and they're very clean, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, kept clean.
Yeah, that's a big swimming area, like water park with all the slides. We'll try and get you a shot from the bar at some point. Or if not, I'll put a photograph in here of what it looks like. And there's Dino Golf. So I'll see if I can have a look. So you have to pay extra for this. I think it's about €6 per person. Isn't that very happy? But it goes on, as you can see, right the way down there. Vending machines around as well. Well, look, while it's quiet, I can just show you quickly one of the pools. We've got the elephants in.
Well, this gives you a better picture of the actual size of this pool. So where the elephants are here, you've got all this in the centre, you've got the big slides, and then you've got another big slide system there. There is a totally separate pool, the 2 joined together, which is for the more quiet side.
Where we'll be going.
And yeah, so it's massive complex here.
I'll be in the quiet one, Lee'll be on them slides.
I'll be on there somewhere.
On the elephant. Map of what I've showed you earlier on when you come in. So we're right at the top.
Right up.
3663. Reception is here. So we just drove down there and along there.
To give you an idea, so there's the pool system we just showed you. There's the other pool system, that's within the Bali sort of bungalow area. You've got tennis courts and all that sort of stuff. The tennis courts there, these are basketball and all that sort of stuff. Reception, big supermarket, the gym, spa and sauna and stuff. Bear in mind, spa and sauna is an extra cost. Play parks. That's the big auditorium for the entertainment. And then, yeah, dotted around is all your bungalows and stuff like that.
And you can even get a train to the beach. And that's the AstroTurf for the games.
The entrance.
So up there is the shops, or one way into the shops. And here is the main resort area, communal area. So you've got your restaurant, spas and wellness, camping and bungalows up there. There's your La Marina shopping. Got clothes and all sorts of bits and bobs in there that you could want. Also, this is where you get your tokens from the washing machine. As you can see, souvenirs, toys, clothes, wetsuits, towels, little ornaments. Got all sorts in there. Got some kids' rides in there. Kids' playground in there. This is actually heating or takeaway. So there's actually a couple of QR codes there as well. I love this touch, where you can sit and swing on these. Only thing is, we saw some children yesterday trying to properly swing on them. And then this is like a main restaurant area here. And then this is the buffet area where you can, I believe this is where you can go in for breakfast, is it? There's Lee bringing us some toast over, because we had like as near as a full like continental English breakfast, if you get what I mean, as we can. But it was barely warm, was it? It was not even lukewarm. So we've got some toast, we've got some bits of the, was there no pan au chocolate?
I think there might have been a little one, yeah.
So he's gone and got us some other bits as well to try. Yeah, not too bad, is it?
It's all right, I suppose.
14
euros each.
14 euros each.
Yeah.
That's the reason we're going back for more.
I pick up this one and I realise that's honey, not butter.
So we paid, like we said, 14 euros each, but you can actually get this as part of the package deal if you wanted to. So I had the option to do half board, full board, or maybe just breakfast. I can't remember now, but you can, if you look on the website, which will be in the description, you can choose to eat in here. So doing your own food all the time. But we just wanted the pitch because we didn't know what we'd be doing. And also if you get the bungalows, that's mainly what it's for, one of the bungalows, you can have like the hotel experience but on a campsite, really, can't you?
You can, yeah.
Have you enjoyed your breakfast?
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, I think we was in a bit late, so some of the things that you'd expect to be warm was not. But other than that, it's all right, I'm stuffed.
We're setting up for lunch now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So it's gone 11.
Always late, us.
Right, we're going to go and see about booking this Coliseum for Saturday night. Just above there is a cocktail bar, and we'll take you up there at some point on the terrace. And this is a big map showing you where we are. So the marina is here.
We've got these numbers as well. So Santa Pola, it's number 4, gives you information and reference that. Where we are is number 5. There's just about information there for you there. So
we're thinking about maybe visiting Santa Pola. There's quite an interesting place. And we was looking, because Alicante Airport is here, so I guess that'd be your nearest airport if you were flying in. And that's where we've stayed before, Urbanova. And Alicante is just up there. But we're looking at taking you here at some point. Yeah, so we're back at the van. Out the whole week, I think this is going to be the worst day. Still warm, it's a bit windy. So Lee's going to get on with some editing. So I tried to book the Coliseum earlier online. I looked on their Facebook. I didn't even know you had to book it until I was looking at TripAdvisor. And then I seen someone saying about booking it, so I just thought you could just go there and it was part of the entertainment included. Because they have tables going around in a Coliseum environment. They want you to eat, so they want you to book so that you book some food and you eat there, so they make more money that way. And it is Spanish time, and say it's 9 o'clock, 9:30 or 10 o'clock. I think it might be a 10:30 one as well. But what you have to do is go onto their link, which is all in Spanish. So I did ask her, and she said, oh no, we are thinking about putting it in English, but it is all in Spanish. I tried to do it, but I got so far and I didn't want to press the confirmation button in case I'd ordered some food or something I didn't want to eat. But no, she says it's fine. So you just put your details in and reserve it, and you have to pay €5 each to reserve it, and that's to say that you're going to eat something there, really, basically. And then when you go in on the Saturday, hopefully our name will be on the list and we can go in. Just finished booking the Coliseum, and what it is, it's not €5 deposit per person, it's if you don't show up, so take your card details. So if you don't show, they then take €5 per person off you, cancellation fee. You can cancel up to 3 hours before, but if you're in that 3 hours, then they take that money off you. So that's why I have to put your card in. When we go there tomorrow night, we'll let you know what that's all about. So we've just had a quick drink at the cocktail bar. And now I just want to show you the pool. It's a bit windy today, so it's not as full. Yeah, that's pretty cool, doesn't it, all them slides? We're going to go get changed and try and get into the more relaxing adult pool, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
It's a bit windy for anything else. Good morning, today is Saturday. We just went for some breakfast yesterday. I had a chill out around here. The weather did get pretty bad, very windy. You couldn't even really have a pool day. I reckon those swimming pools are freezing. But I've been really struggling with my back to the point where I'm a bit restricted to how far I can walk. I can get to the entrance of the campsite, which is about 300 metres, 400 metres from here, and then I'm really aching because it's slightly uphill, and that's not like me at all. The idea of me not working this holiday was that I could get myself fit and healthy, because I do want to launch another channel, but there'll be more coming up on that soon, which is to do with the health and fitness industry. And I really wanted to get into shape ready for that, launching that channel. But things happen, jumping around in over puddles in Salou. Somehow I've pulled a muscle or something. Because my back's bad and I don't want to restrict Lee as well. I mean, I want to get out and so does Lee, bless him. You know, so we're going to head down to the beach on the bikes today. So you've got the bikes out, haven't you?
Helmets. Bikes.
The bikes, yeah.
Oh, and the padlock.
Right, for now we're just going to get out, go down the beach on these bikes if we can find it. I mean, it's only down a hill, what can go wrong? And we'll let you know when we come back if everything went all right. So I went down to one beach. It was a bit windy and quiet. And then we came down to the Marina Beach. He's just putting the bikes up. We haven't brought the main camera. Bit of a mistake, really. Oh my God, look at all them bikes. We'll just go find out what's going on. But how exciting. Then he came out for a little ride to one beach. Lee says, let's go to the next beach. And then this is happening. Yeah, so sorry about the stabilisation. It's not our normal camera, we're not on the GoPro. I think Lee's sorted. You sorted, darling?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone of these bikers are going to want one of our e-bikes, so love.
No. You can never be too careful, eh?
Look, he's even got this on to bring our camera and we didn't bring it. Big mistake. Looks like the police car's up there and he's going to lead them all off somewhere. So it must be like some kind of parade. Or bike rally or something. Do you know what I mean? Some kind of organised event. Looks like they've got a few marshals as well in the orange high vises. There's quite a few of them. I don't think my little bike bell's going to make any difference now. Ding ding. Yeah. And they're nearly all gone. They're just clearing out now. Still going. So they've got ambulance over there as well. How random was that?
Very random. Absolutely loads of bikes. Cool though.
He was going, should we just go on the beach? I went, no, I want to come and see this.
Well, I didn't know they were going to go at that time.
No, well, there was loads of them here, and we didn't know if we was interrupting something. So we're just going to head down, just walk down to the beach bit. So random. So I hope you enjoyed that bit of random footage.
We just got back from the bike ride.
We've been to the pool and everything, and I've just been and got a shower because we're going out later. It was a good bike ride. We'll tell you all about that in a minute.
Just got to sort the gas out. So yeah, so at the moment, as you can see, get information. So basically, it's not receiving gas. Now, what I do is I turn off my 6 kilo bottle and just run the 11, and then I know, you know, basically when the 11 kilos run out, then that gives me enough chance to use the 6 kilo and refill when I need to. In theory, now if I turn that on, which I have, so that's the 6 kilo now on, and that should start feeding through. So I know that'll last until I get a refill, as long as I don't forget this one. So we've probably got a couple of weeks on that in this heat. Just mainly use it for cooking and for the fridge when we are off grid. We should be receiving gas now. It's still beeping at me. Now what I believe we do is press the power button, press and hold until it beeps loud. There we go. Turn the fridge back on. And hopefully that will clear the fault.
So Lee's trying to sort this issue out. It's still beeping at us and putting a fault up, even though he's changed the gas bottle.
Yeah.
You're trying to purge it through, maybe, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so I think maybe it just needs purging through. So I'm assuming that's doing it itself automatically. But the main reason we use gas, even though we are plugged in, is because it is more efficient, these fridges on gas. We can go to electric on here, but they just don't seem to be work as well in this heat.
So while Lee's sorting out the fridge, you'll have seen that we did our bike ride. We did go to La Marina Beach. So originally we went to the beach just down the road from the campsite, but it was quite windy, and we stopped and had a drink on the beach area. There's like a little beach bar. It's not really a promenade or anything. It's just you go straight onto the beach. And then Lee said, "Let's go up to the next beach. We've got the bikes. It looks just like a cycle track at the side of the road all the way up there." So I said, "All right, let's do it." And then we ended up at that La Marina Beach. And as you saw, there was all the motorbikes there. It was obviously something that was organised. And they were just leaving as we got there. So we managed to get that on film, which I think was like quite random and good to see, quite fun. We stayed there for a bit. Had a drink there as well on the beach there at their beach bar, and then rode back here, went for a swim, and now we're sort of getting sorted once we've sorted this fridge out for tonight.
That was a bit of faffing about, shall we say. So, and others may get this problem as well, but I switched over to the other gas bottle, and the regulator itself, you can have it in the centre to receive from both, or you can turn it to one or the other. Now I did notice that it was sort of half green, half red, 'cause it's like an indicator. So I switched it to the new bottle completely. I even tried turning the engine on and turning it off. Don't know why, but that may have done something, kicking it into 12 volt and then back to gas. However, we have now, I think it was the regulator, and I've now done the reset where you just press and hold the mode button just there until you hear a beep, and once you hear a beep that should reset it. So yeah, a little bit of faffing around. I've never really had to do it. I've always filled up my LPG before I run out on the 12 kilo, or I switch bottles. Just forgot this time and it just completely run out and switched over, so it's good to know. But all good now, we're back on the gas. Like I say, gas just seems to be more efficient with these fridges in this heat. I mean, it's about 26 out there at the moment, around about 32 in the van, but we've had the sun sort of coming on the side of the fridge as well, which don't help. Yes, get fans in the vents, we can do all that, but it actually works all right, not too bad at all, as long as it's on gas.
I think if we're ever going to make any changes to the fridge, I think it would be a compressor, wouldn't it, Lee?
Yeah, compressor fridge, probably. They just seem to be more efficient in this heat, but again, you're running off battery, so unless you're plugged in, you need a couple of good lithium batteries and a way of charging them if you're off grid as well. So you know, you have got to balance up what lifestyle you want to live or lead doing these motorhome trips or whatever, because you know, it's about the upgrades and getting the right upgrades, because upgrades are expensive.
It's Sunday today, and we're going out on the bikes again. This time we're taking you with us. We should have done that yesterday, really. That's why you got some random footage. But yeah, we're going to do that today, take you down with us. We're going to show you the beach down here and then the Marina Beach. Yeah, we had a good night last night at the Coliseum, didn't we?
We did, yeah, it was quite fun. Yeah.
Apart from, we booked in from 9 o'clock thinking, oh, the earlier the better. and they sat us right at the front.
Yeah, front and centre.
And which is great. But then it was kids disco first.
Mini disco.
Which
you had fun with that though, didn't you?
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes of kids disco, but that was fine. And then we had the show after that.
Yeah.
Different people. Which what we'll do is we'll put some footage in.
Yeah.
We'll stick a bit of footage in here that I've got on my phone. So it's not the best, but we'll put that in. Obviously, they don't like you filming the whole show or using professional equipment. So it's just little snippets off my phone, really. We'll stick that in now. I did it my way. Right, hope you enjoyed that. We're going to get on these bikes. He's got another camera there.
You get this camera attached to the helmet and see what footage I can get at doing that.
These bikes are really good. I'm really enjoying this bike. We reviewed both of these, so go back and have a look at our review videos if you're interested in any of them. But they are so good. I mean, mine's got the fatter tyres and the step through, which is great for me. And these are a bit skinnier, but they're really lightweight and they both fit in the van really well. Oh, and on that note about the step through, my back is a little bit better at the moment. But I'd like to say thank you, Lee, for looking after me and putting up with me. Because it has limited us a little bit with my back being bad, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. Yes.
And he's been really good and looked after me and passed me things and done me dinner and things like that. And it's because it has been getting bad on the evenings. Once I've been for a walk, it tends to seize up, and I've not been able to sleep in the bed properly. A little bit longer last night, so I think it's getting better now. I think I've got a lot more mobility now, so hopefully it won't have to do as much for me now. Thank you. But I do appreciate that. So one day I might need to do it for you. So
probably will.
Anyway, let's get on these bikes.
Well, while we're doing this, I might as well give you a quick view of the campsite. But look at the size of that pitch there. And this is sort of the main road in and out. They've got these cycle paths up this main road, which is great. Can walk on them. But it's literally just outside and then down this road straight to the beach.
I made it to the first beach. Lee's just locking up the bikes. They are really good. So I had that round my waist on the way here, as you may have seen, with the extension on it, because obviously I'm not going to get in that. And yeah, they're both locked up. And then the beach area is just through here. So that's the beach we're on.
Ooh, a nice little bit of surf today.
Yep, not as windy as it was yesterday though. When we came down, so you probably got a better day for it on the footage than if we'd have filmed it yesterday. Bloody hell. I don't know if you saw that. I was attacked by some flying insect. Look at that, it's beautiful. There you got a little beach bar. We sat there yesterday and had a drink down there, and then the marina is right down the other end where we're going in a minute. Looks a lot better today.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to the other one.
Yeah, let's go to the other beach.
It's here, in this circle, is where you get the train back. Then the train stops here from the campsite. So here he comes now, actually, speaking of the train. You just get that from the edge of the campsite, near all the shops in the complex area. And drops you off down here and also takes you back. I've managed to get the bikes both up together there. We are going to have to take the helmets with us. And this is the Marina Beach parking. There's quite a lot, as you can see, it goes right up there. And also right over there, that's where all the bikes were yesterday when we came down. So, and then obviously that's the beach just over there. So we'll show you that in a minute. This is the restaurant that we saw yesterday with all the bikes. There they were all hanging out. And this is the beautiful Marina Beach. Beautiful sand. And we were over there yesterday where there's a bar. And them beds there are actually beds, not just some beds. Actual beds. But if you'll be able to see them, we'll try and zoom in. I've got a picture if not. We're going to have a bit of a beach day now, so we'll probably leave this vlog here because there's plenty of it.
Yeah.
And we'll pick you up when we go off on another adventure while we're here.
So we'd like to say thank you again to everyone that's subscribed and supports the channel, and we will catch you on the next one. So until then, bye.
Adios.